What a relief.
데미지가 달라 데미지가. 크루시오를 붙여놓으면은 추가 데미지가 더 붙어가지고. 이 새끼 또 운다. 야, 우냐? 트윙.
I must say I'm curious to hear of Isadore's travels.
Do come in. Please, have a seat.
Isadora, we are all most intrigued to hear.
We're ready. I've something to show you. Father, these are my colleagues from Hogwarts. Father hasn't spoken since my brother died. On my travels, I confirmed that which I've always believed. That we have the power to take away pain.
뭔가 금기를 저질렀나?
Isadora. What have you done?
I took his pain.
This is uncharted magic, Isadora. You can only see what has been sealed in the jar, and we do not know what power that may hold. But the traces of that magic are different from what I've seen before.
Thank you.
일단 보기에는 결과가 나빠지지 않았다라는 거 같은데 뭔가 복선이 있을 수도 있다는 그냥 빌드업인 거 같은데.
Revelio.
아씨, 장비 개쓰레기 주네. 뭐야, 어떻게 나가? 됐다. 안내 보내주는 줄. 안 움직입니다. 아, 움직입니다.
You're back.
And in one piece, no less. It is good to see you again.
Professor Rookwood told me about what happened at Rookwood Castle.
In light of the dire circumstances in which we find ourselves, it is most fortunate that someone so competent is following this path.
Thank you, Professor. I shall keep the second artifact safe as you've advised.
Good. Are you ready to move on?
What was the glowing strand that Isadora pulled from her father's chest?
It was pain. You will understand more about her actions as you complete the trials.
고통을 빼낼 수 있다고?
I'm ready for whatever comes next.
In that case, introductions are in order.
Allow me to introduce former Hogwarts headmistress, Neve Fitzgerald.
뭐 한 명씩 나와 4천왕이요? 녀석은 우리 중 최약체였다 이거요?
How do you do? I must say that I was not entirely surprised to learn that a student had been completing the trials. I've always believed Hogwarts students capable of anything they set their minds to.
Thank you, Professor. It's a pleasure to meet you as well.
I am certain that you are more than capable of completing my trial. However, I must first, how shall I say, prepare the location of your next trial.
We trust your judgment, Professor Fitzgerald. You should know better than anyone how to manage the inconvenience of, well...
A vainglorious and exasperating headmaster? Indeed I should. I shall confirm that everything is in order immediately.
Of course. Professor Fitzgerald needs some time to clear the way forward. Until then, you should continue to hone your magic.
아니 얘네
If you
직무
learn
6인
more about Ranrock and Victor Rookwood's
하나하나 졸라
activities
늦게
in the
나타나는
meantime,
주제에 준비도 안 해놓은
please let us know.
Very well, Professor.
졸라 게을러 터진 새끼들 아니야.
I know. Continue to hone my magic.
You do learn quickly. Hopefully you will soon hear from Lodgok as well, and we shall learn how he fared with the helmet you retrieved. Well done today, as always. We shall speak again soon.
겨울이다 호그와트. 계절이 바뀌었어요. 아니 그럼 계절이 바뀔 동안 준비를 못 끝낸겨? 실화임? 꿀직장이잖아 호그와트. 아 맞아. 그리고 내가 지난번에 이쪽 계단 못 올라가서 뭔가 했잖아. 이게 그 영화를 다시 보니까 그거더라고. 그 여자 기숙사 쪽 가는 길은 이렇게 미끄럼틀로 변했는데요. 그래서 헤르미온네가 영화에서 이거 말하는 그게 있더라고. 미끄럼틀처럼 변해서 못 들어간다고. 포피 뭐라 그랬냐? 뭐라 그랬는지 안 중요합니다. 뭐 그냥 퀘스트 따라가면 되니까. 교수님이 과제나 할까? 보름초 10분 지났지 않을까? 지도. 어쨌든 스펠은 다 배워야 이야기 진행이 돼가지고 용서받지 못한 저주 빼고 이거는 선택사항이긴 한데.
Loading charm. Bombarda. Once you have completed the tasks I've set forth, speak to me after class.
봄바르다 하나 더 나오고요. 이게 미션 아니야? 보름초를 재배하고 수확하세요. 나 꽃바카 심은 아니야? 보름초 심지 않았냐? 나 보름초 심었는데? 아 화분 크기가 잘못됐대. 잠깐만 그러면 큰 화분 구현 화분 중형 화분 대형 화분. 아 가서 사야 되네 레시피를. 호그스미드 먼저 다녀오겠습니다. 어디 가서 사야 되지? 어디에서 팔았었지? 아 여기다 톰슨 스크롤스.
Sometimes it seems all roads lead to Hogsmeade.
호그스미드도 겨울이네. 근데 오히려 겨울보다는 약간 봄이 보기 예쁜 것 같은데? 내가 겨울 되니까 별로야. 입구가 여긴가? 아 여기구나. 똑똑.
Take your time looking about. Plenty of wonderful books to stoke a curious mind like yours.
대형 화분.
Nothing like finding just the right thing, is there? Let's
너
look at what we have, shall we?
이거 좀 타라. 강매해야겠다.
Doing business with you.
48. 어차피 이게 더 좋아서. 강매 좀 하겠습니다.
Let me know if there's anything else I can.
장비. 호그와트. 구현. 내가 원래 고딕풍으로 갔다 박았나? 야, 이거 대용화부는 갖다 놓을 때가 애매한데 공간이?
Deke thinks you are doing good work here.
오른쪽. 아니 15분이나 걸리네? 아이씨, 아까 이거 심어놓고 메인캐 하러 갔었는데 내가 꽃파카를 심어가지고 실수로. 여기도 꽃파카 다시 심죠 그러면?
Deke would like to talk with you when you have it.
왜? 너 왜? 퀘스트 있었나? 아닌가? 모르겠다. 일단 포피 만나러 갈까요? 포획 자루를 이용하여 디리코울 거대 보라색 두꺼비 본바르다. 디리코울이 어딨어? 디리코울. 두꺼비는 굳이 잡아야 되나 싶다.
Off on another adventure, are we?
오, 확실히 하이윙이 예뻐. 빗자루보다.
This looks intriguing.
내려.
Levioso.
암수가 색깔이 다르네? 뭐야 이 새끼는?
Protego. Incendio. Crucible.
임페리우스가 여기 왜 있어? 나머지 애들은 어디 갔냐? 못 잡았는데. 나 디리코를 잡았고. 거대 보라색 두꺼비. 이쪽 아닌가? 보라색 두꺼비 서식지 여기서 본 것 같은데? 여기 있다. 멀리 있는 시험 말고
Salazar Slytherin
어?
spellbook. Meet me in the Undercroft.
어둠의 마법 뭐 하나 또 나오나 보네? 내려.
Levioso.
호잇.
Assignment's all finished.
낮에 마법 동물 수업에 출석하기. 봄바르다 먼저 배우러 갑시다. 봄바르다. 이쪽 건물 아니야? 아, 내가 보라색깔 웨이포인트 달아갔구나. 근데 왜 도대체 마법 주문 교실이 아니라 막 마법 동물학이랑 천문학 이런 데서 스펠을 배워오는 거냐 나는?
Excellent work today. Class dismissed. I take it you're ready to...
I completed your assignment, Professor. I'm ready to learn Bombarda now.
말 끊어먹기 레전드.
Now, this spell comes with a caveat. It should only be used when necessary. The exploding charm, as you might suspect, can hurt people.
아니 뭐 저주도 배웠는데 뭐.
Use caution when casting it.
I will, Professor.
I will hold you to that promise. Now, you must be precise in your wand movements. We don't want you blowing your hand off. Go ahead. Nice and steady wand movements. Remember, the exploding charm is highly volatile.
호잇. 봄바르다.
Well done. Now, let us put it into practice, shall we? Go
Bombarda.
ahead. Excellent wand work. Cast the spell just like that every time. Assured and in control.
오, 뭔가 이펙트 예쁜데? 약간 전기 나가는 느낌인데?
You have it well in hand.
자, 그럼 이거 배웠고 발견의 그림자 속에서 딱 오늘 임페리우스까지 딱 배우면 완벽할 것 같긴 한데. 와, 근데 어둠의 마법법 방어법 교실 밑에 이게 있는 게 존나 신기하다. 졸라 약간 등잔 밑이 어둡다 이런 느낌?
You'll never believe
What did you discover in the spellbook we found in the scriptorium?
Salazar Slytherin's spellbook was a little difficult to interpret, but fascinating. Evidently, he encouraged teaching dark magic at Hogwarts. Neither the Imperious Curse nor the Killing Curse was unforgivable during his time. He believed students should be prepared to use dark magic when necessary, not to fear it. That's why we had to use Crucio to gain access to the scriptorium. He didn't want his knowledge shared with anyone who was afraid of the power of dark magic.
그래, 우린 해야 할 일을 했던
It was
것뿐이야.
hard to do, but casting Crucio was our only option.
우린
And I'm glad
정당방위였어.
we did it, because in the spellbook I also found something else. References to a lost relic, which, from what I can tell, grants the holder the power to reverse dark magic curses.
And you think this relic might be able to save Anne?
Precisely. I plan to search for this relic, but I don't think we should tell anyone. Especially Ominous. He wouldn't understand.
이렇게 둘 사이가 갈라졌구만.
I see
좋아,
no
우리
reason
둘만의
to involve
비밀이야.
on this.
I'm glad you agree. When I know more, I shall send an owl.
이 말 하려고 불렀냐?
And don't feel sorry for Ominous. Keeping this to ourselves for now is for his own good.
아니 저주는
I'll decide what's for my own good.
Ominous, we were just about to get some air.
오미니스 왔는데?
To join?
You're a liar, Sebastian. I heard everything. You swore you'd
둘이
never
싸운다.
engage in anything to do with dark magic again.
No, I didn't. I said I understood you wanting that. I'd never swear to give up on finding a cure for Anne.
You don't know when to stop, do you?
I know when not to stop. Leave this alone, Ominous. I'll be on my way.
I'm not letting this go.
내가 이제 얘를 뒷수습을 해야 되는겨?
Ominous, Sebastian meant well.
I know what I heard. You knew I wouldn't agree with this. Going after that relic is not a good idea.
아, 이 새끼 말
Sebastian doesn't
맞네.
even realize it, but he's as irresponsible and reckless now as his parents were years ago. It's why they died.
배드립까지?
I knew
들어는
his
보자,
parents
근데
died,
일단.
but I never heard what happened.
Mr. and Mrs. Sallow were professors. Spent nearly every waking moment in the cellar library. Noses buried in books. Anne and Sebastian were upstairs when it happened. They heard a sudden crash and ran downstairs, but it was too late. Their parents had crumpled to the floor. A defect with the lamp in the cellar caused the room to fill with an undetectable toxin. Sebastian and Anne were helpless. They had no magic yet.
What a horrible story.
It is. That's why I can't understand Sebastian's recklessness. I've practically lost Anne. I cannot lose Sebastian too. Please avoid anything to do with that spellbook.
그런데 주문서가 그 애한테 희망을 주는 것 같던데.
Those references in the book seem promising.
Everything to do with Salazar Slytherin seems promising until it's too late. I hope Sebastian pursues this no further, but if you think he might, please let me know. It would mean a lot.
싫어 임마. 난 저주를 써야겠어. 아니 지도 슬리데린 소속이면서 저 그렇게 정의로운 척하고 싶으면 그리핀도르나 후플푸프로 가든지. 뭐야 세바스찬 나 개꼬라 보는데? 야, 빨리 부엉이나 줘봐 임페리우스 배우게. 저것도 제정신 아니네. 불과 악행. 아니 보름초 재배 얼마나 걸리냐?
Deke would like to talk with you when you
4분? 아 메인큐 하나 하고 가야겠네. 포피 스위팅을 만나십시오. 포피 스위팅이 어딨죠? 존나 멀리 있네? 이 새끼 왜 금지된 숲에 있냐? 날아가. 자, 그 전에 플로 하나 먼저 뚫겠습니다. 가는 길에. 아예 하늘 위로 못 올라가나? 아, 갈 수 있네. 나무에 가리면 시야가 너무 답답해서. 여기네요. 자, 그대로 내려가. 아니, 히포그리프가 내려왔는데 더럽게 오래 걸려. 자, 금지된 숲 서쪽.
You can't imagine how inconvenient that came on.
가는 길에는 풀로 없나? 아, 가는 길엔 없네. 그 위에 하나 있고 피터 오픈 보드. 밤에 만나기로 했나?
Is Highwing all right? Natty told me what the two of you did.
Highwing's fine. I'm keeping an eye on her. She's safe, Poppy, I promise.
Good. Whatever the poachers are up to, I want Highwing far from it.
You said you had news about the poachers, and that some of it had to do with me.
It did. I overheard them talking in the Hogshead, and did you know that they have orders from Victor Rookwood to capture you on sight? Does this have anything to do with Rookwood and Harlow coming for you in the Three Broomsticks after the troll attack?
It does, somewhat. But at the moment, I'm more concerned about what else you heard the poachers are up to.
Fair enough. But I hope you'll let me know if I can be of help.
너의 도움 따위 필요한 기회가 없을 것 같다.
Does the name Horntail Hall mean anything to you?
I'm afraid not. Why? What is it?
The poacher's best kept secret, apparently. The name came up twice, but they never went into detail. I also overheard one of them bragging about all the gold they're making.
혼테일 머리 3개 달린 드래곤 아님?
Creatures, undoubtedly.
메이플
Poacher
스토리?
spoke of this area, and I thought if we searched around a bit, it might give us clues as to what they're doing. If you ever meet my gran, this trip never happened.
비밀로 할게.
Not to worry, Poppy. If I ever meet your gran, I shall not speak a word.
근데 앞에 가서는 어떻게 될지
I normally tell
모른다.
her everything. She might be my best friend after Highwing, but she knows how I feel about the poachers. I think she worries I'll do something ill-advised.
Whatever gave her that idea?
갑시다.
This way.
이쪽이 어딘데? 호이짝. 호이짝.
A centaur. Tread carefully.
그럴 바엔 투영 마법을 쓰는 게 낫지 않을까?
Castle to roam, yet you choose to wander here.
12거네?
Please, we don't want any trouble. We're simply passing through.
Do you take us for fools? That we do not notice more and more of your kind around here, in league with the poachers?
We aren't involved with them. If anything, we want to see them stopped.
I hope for your sake that is true. Our kind is swiftly losing patience with the poachers and those they work with.
뭐야, 띠꺼운 새끼들.
He was certainly a charmer.
That could have gone worse. Centaurs aren't exactly fans of wizard kind, and the poachers aren't helping matters.
But why would he think that we had anything to do with poachers?
I did notice the poachers talking with a few villagers in Hogsmeade. I'm not sure why. Perhaps that's why the centaurs are suspicious.
그래서 우리 어디로 가야 되냐? 너 길 알고 가는 거 맞지? 뭐야? 자연의 이치야, 자연의 이치.